Well, hello, hello, hello. How are you doing on this beautiful, very beautiful day that the Lord has made? Uh, as for me, I am doing fantastic. It's Saturday and I'm actually at work. They asked me to come in just for a little bit, and I came in. I was supposed to be planting my flowers out front, but I hope to be able to do that next Saturday. But anyway, I'm here and I am having a fantastic weekend. As a matter of fact, my whole week so far has been really, really good. I got to see some friends. Even since last week, I got to see some friends. It's just been an ongoing. And at work, my regular job, Friday we were able to celebrate Memorial Day right in there, so we had a good time. And now here today, Saturday, um, here I am. I'll probably get some crabs or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm just really not sure what I'm going to do. But and of course, tomorrow is Sunday and Monday we're off, and we're going to barbecue at my sister's. So, but today I may get crabs when I go back. I don't know because it's going to be kind of late. So we'll see. But I just wanted to come on here real quick. So Monday I hope to get back to Monday I hope to get back to reading my scriptures and being able to record them because I'm able to read them, but it's just that my schedule has been so hectic that I can read the word on my break and stuff like that, but it's not always conducive to record it um, during that time. So next week I'm going to, take time for that. Even maybe, probably just next week. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be next week. But anyway, I'm just so glad just to be here. I'm so glad. I thank God for having a job and even a little second job. I can get hours here and there. And you know what? It's nothing that's overwhelming me. It's something, I'm going to say comfortable for me. So both jobs anyway, but I only plan on working for about maybe another year or two in terms of, working, going to a job every day. I'm only planning on doing that for another year or two. I'm 62, and a lot of my friends, some of them are still working, and some of them are just not working. They've decided just not to work because they're retirement age such as I am. But you have to wait to 67 to get your full retirement, and so I am going to wait. That's my plan till until I'm 67 to get my full retirement. But I'm only going to work like as far as going somewhere to work, probably another year, uh, 2 years at the most, but maybe not even a year. I'll just see. I'm working on a few things. I have myself on some goals. I've made some goals for myself that I'm planning to complete. So I also what's on my mind is that I was listening to a a preacher. I think it was a preacher, and they were just talking about. It was on the radio, and they were talking about how when we're offended, when we're hurt, how it's important not to lash back out, how it's important to stay in the word. And they gave an example of one lady. She was I'm going to say evangelist. I'm not really sure, but she was into the word of God pretty strongly. And something had happened in her life. She was going through things, and she went to her friend, and her friend listened to everything she said, and her friend said to her, "I hear everything that you're saying, but we have God, we have the Lord." And that spoke to me, and I'm probably not repeating exactly the way she did, but that spoke to me and that encouraged me because as people, not just as Christians, as people, we go through things, and it may not be anything big, but it might be just enough to kind of just um, for us to take notice that just kind of not knock us off our square, but just kind of get our attention. So, but we have God that no matter what we go through. And so then that reminded me of what Jesus said. He said, be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world. He said, in this world we'll have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. And so the other thing is that um, the thing I was listening to, it was the radio. That's what it was. It was the Christian radio. So they were saying that, we don't want to repay evil for evil, although sometimes we may, our flesh may feel like it, but we want to continue in God's word, continue to love. And even in the book of Corinthians that we're currently in, Paul says something that really, really got my attention. Paul said that, we're persecuted, we're mistreated, so to speak, is what he was saying, but we're still loving. We're still going forth doing what we were called to do. We're not retaliating. So, that spoke to me when Paul said that, because those are not the exact words that Paul said. And I can probably get them for you. Now, I know it's First Corinthians, but I'm not sure. And I have the Bible up here. I'm not sure what chapter it was, but I would like to get that chapter. Anyway, however it was, I don't know. But this is a good one. It says, whether therefore you eat or drink, or whatsoever you do all to the glory of God. And that's First Corinthians chapter 9, verse verse 31. So and they're talking about eating, but he says, so whatever you do to the glory of God. And sometimes the word comes to encourage us to let us to push us forward when we're like maybe tilted a little bit, because of the cares of this world. And then we hear a word from the Lord. It encourages us to keep on going, and we when we really think about it, a lot of these things are just small matters. They're just things that's going to come. We're going to have, trials and tribulations in life. We're going to have that. But we are to keep on going. He said, whatever you do it to the glory of God. And I tell you, I love to hear things like that. I wish I could find I wonder if it's in chapter 10, First Corinthians. But, that's the thing that, I think it's actually earlier. Um, but so um, I'm just going to look through here, right? You may hear someone in the background because, like I said, I am at work. But anyway, so I can't find it. But anyway, I'm just really encouraged on today in so many areas. I'm just really encouraged, and I just had a really good week. I got to see some people that were really dear to me that I hadn't seen in a while. I just really I feel good. I feel good. And tomorrow's church, so that's always a good thing. And also this week we had a prayer revival this week, and it was such a blessing. I don't know about you, but when it comes to prayer, that's a big deal to me. And a lot of times on prayer, people may not show up the way they would for service, and we understand that. People are busy; they have their lives, but for me, I want to make every effort to be there. It's not that I don't pray at home. It's not that I can't pray at home because I do, but this is just another place to pray inside of the house of the Lord. So I just wanted to come on here just for a few minutes, just to say hello. I'm so excited to get back to reading the Bible um, on on here because of course I've been reading it, I've been listening to it, and even before I came here today, I was just laying down in the Word, and it was just feeding me. It was feeding me, and it was the Old Testament. I was in the Old Testament earlier today. I was in the Old Testament. It was just so good. During that time, I was just resting a little bit before I had to come here. So I wasn't reading it. I was just listening, and it just really was good. So I'm just feeling good. The weather is beautiful out here. I am actually I'm kind of full. Unfortunately, I my granddaughter, she came over, and my nephew, my sister that passed away, her son, he comes over every other week, every other Saturday, and so we went out and got something to eat. And because I'm really watching what I eat, I haven't been eating heavy, so I just had a half of a cheesesteak. My granddaughter wanted a cheesesteak. I said, okay, well, we're going to split it because you don't need a whole one and I don't need a whole one. And so we split one, and she set it up real nice to me, brought it to me, um, and it had fries with it, and I just really that oh man, I felt so stuffed. I was like, wow, this is just too much, because I haven't been eating a whole lot. So, and I told her, I said, you know what, I don't want to eat like that again. Mm-mm. I don't want to mess myself up over no cheesesteak. No, so she was like, that's because I gave you the bigger piece. I said, okay, whatever. I still, that was just too much. Probably because it was the French fries. But anyway, I just wanted to come on and say hello. On Facebook, you meet people that become rather, dear to you. At least you look forward to, seeing their posts. And I listen to and watch a lot of Facebook on television. So many times I don't get the opportunity to respond. I try to, but I don't always. But the regular ones, I am always watching. I am always watching, even if I don't respond. Um, and then usually I do go back and just put something real quick. But I do watch. I do play. Play your videos, because for one, I just want to be supportive, and so that's what I do. And I don't want to name names because they are too numerous to name. Anyway, so anyway, I just wanted to come on here real quick, and we got 12 minutes. That's enough for me right now, and I'm going to hang up, and because I'm not going to be here long, just a few minutes, and I've actually done everything that I needed to do here, and so I'm going to be leaving in just a little bit. And there's an elderly lady that I worked with last week. I worked with last week, and all she wants to do is work on her puzzles, and her puzzles are 300 pieces. These little puzzles. I haven't worked on puzzles in years, but I did enjoy it. And she said, "I would love to have you back." She said, "I would love to have you back. Let them know that you like to do puzzles with me." So I'll probably work with her some more. Anyway, I'm going to close this, and God bless you. God bless you. May God keep you. And may heaven smile upon you. And I thank you so much for tuning in here with me. All right. Take care. Bye bye.